Only 14 more shopping days until the Syria. Also, the Tefillah is very moving, and the farewell and the closing Tefillah, the closing prayer on Yom Kippur, nearly after we fasted and prayed all day, we stood before the Bani Shalom and poured our hearts out to Him. So there's a Tefillah Ato, Noisei Yad L'Operation. You, the Bani Shalom, you give out your hand to us, those who didn't really toe the mark throughout the year. There was a child that was deathly ill, and the prognosis was very, very poor, very dismal. The doctor said that there's nothing they could do for him. The father sat next to his bed, and he held his hand, and he squeezed his hand. He says, "Please, my dear son, please, please," he says, "squeeze my hand, show me that there's life in you, that there's hope, that you'll recover, you'll come back to life again." Also, you, Hashem, Almighty Father in heaven, you stretch out your hand, Lapashim, to those throughout the year who were more dead than alive, that they led very materialistic and meaningless lives of vain, of nothing, of only materialism. And the Almighty, by Nile, at the closing, the parallel of the whole davening and all everything that we teach in the Bani Shalom, he pours out, he says to us, my dear children, he says, squeeze my hand. He's giving us his hand by Nile. After this, he's giving us, we should squeeze it, show we're still alive. The uniqueness of Yom Kippur. Our sages tell us that Shimon HaTzadik, Simon the Just, to be a tzaddik in Kanyanga Lake, in White Lake, he just as somebody, he washes megavasses, so he's considered a man of very high level. My goodness, washes megavasses. He waits 6 hours between eating meat and milk. And certainly, if he's careful that he shouldn't gossip, say what's in horror, then he's my goodness gracious, he's not a human being, he's a malach, he's an angel. Shimon HaTzadik, from all the generations, from all, way back to when the world was created, someone with the name Shimon HaTzadik, a name like that, that's how we know it. He was served in the temple of the Hamikdash. He served as the Kohen Gadol, as the high priest. Chazal tell us, Isaiah tell us that 1 year after leading the entire Klal Yisrael, all the Jewish people led them by the very special the service by Yom Kippur, from the Holy of Holies, Kodesh HaKadoshim, where no one could be there except the high priest himself. So he came out years before he passed away, and he said, "This is going to be my last year on this world." He said, "Rabbi, how do you know? Were you up in the heavens?" So he said, "I'll tell you." He said, "Every year," he says, "when I go in to the Kodesh HaKadoshim, the Holy of Holies, to pray," he says, "and can lead the Klal Yisrael on this day, the Day of Atonement, I'm escorted by an angel in white clothing. And then when I leave, he escorts me when I leave. This year," he said, "an angel in black clothing escorted me in, but he did not escort me out." And that year, he said, that's the sign, and that year he left this world. Shalmi tells us, the Yom Town tells us that in the Holy of Holies, the Kodesh HaKadoshim, there is no one present. You know, there's not one there, but nobody except the Kohen Gadol himself. Even angels, even Malachim cannot be there. Angels are all over. They might be here in our Bismedrish. But there, even angels are not permitted to be in the Kodesh HaKadoshim. How did this take place? Sages tell us that it wasn't an angel. It was the Rabbi from the Almighty himself. He, together with Shimon HaTzadik, he was in the Kodesh HaKadoshim at that time. So we see the uniqueness of Yom Kippur. That Hashem himself, the Rabbi from himself, came down on Yom Kippur to be together with the Klal Yisrael, with the entire Jewish nation, when they stood in the petition and poured out their hearts before everybody stood. That's because on Yom Kippur, we're not human beings. We're closer to angels because we turn our hearts so with such sincerity and purity to the Bnei Yisrael, with such warmth and love to the Bnei Yisrael, that this turns the day into a day where even the Bnei Yisrael itself comes down to us.